The evidence seems to indicate that you're watching Dolly Vision.
Chopping up Dolly Vision, streaming real. True crime scene blast feel so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Jack's on fire, burning the world fire. Where's the vagueness and shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly Vision headlines, King of Peace. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light. Chopping up Dolly Vision, streaming real. True crime scene blast feel so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Jack's on fire, burning the world's fire. Where's the vagueness and shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly Vision headlines, King of Peace. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light.
YouTube, where's the baby? Okay, that is the $1 million question. That is the $1 million question. We're going to be discussing the fake news, and you heard it here, fake news that has been spread around the internet that Hawkins County has cleared one individual in the Summer Wells case, but hasn't cleared anybody else, ain't gave any press conferences, ain't released it to the news, just to one person so they could sleep well at night. And that person that allegedly that has been cleared is Fred Hill. The same people that the FBI and the TBI are investigating his family, but he has been cleared. Total bullshit. And Dolly is here to tell you. I am here to tell you. But first, I'm going to need you guys to leave your DNA and your fingerprints all over the like button down here somewhere. Okay? Like it, love it, share it, all that good stuff. And if you're brand new, we just hit 81,000 subscribers, guys. So if you're brand new out there and you're watching for the very first time, sub up the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and feel free to share my ugly face everywhere. Okay, just everywhere. Now, I want to give my warnings because we're talking about people that haven't been convicted. Okay, Dolly Vision's for entertainment purposes only. We talk news, rumors, gossip, speculations, theories mixed with a little bit of comedy and a whole lot of chaos. So don't take nothing here as fact. It's just my opinion, people, and everybody has one. Completely satire. Callers' opinions are theirs and theirs alone today, not to reflect on the Dolly. Everyone, and I mean everyone, even Fred Hill that we're talking about today, Ziggy, everyone is innocent to proven guilty in a court of law. And the biggest one of them all. I don't care what you do in this world, but never, and I repeat, never try to be Dolly at home. And Army Mom is the first one jumping on the Blessed Express today because Army Mom knows you ain't blessed unless you on the Express. All right. And we have a goal today, right? And if we hit it, I am giving away a signed Dolly Vision t-shirt. Okay. So you can get yourself a signed Dolly Vision t-shirt if we hit that goal today, our super chat goal. All right. Now, the hell with that. Let's get into the good stuff. Let's get into the good stuff. So, we've been covering the Summer Wells case. It heated back up, right? It was like a pot of gumbo that was sitting on the back burner for a good while. And all of a sudden, somebody turned the flame on and the pot started to boil again, right? Over the last week, which I think is great because I never want to see this case go cold. Summer Wells is what brought me to true crime. So this little girl has played a major part in my life, right? And the direction I've went in my life with this channel and everything like that. And that is because of Summer Wells. So I was glad to see that flame turn back on. Okay. I was really happy to see that people were still concerned that this was an active investigation, that this case is not cold. And this case has not been put on a shelf. And we seen that when the police came out and leaked information to the media that they had raided a home on the 3500 block of Van Hill Road. And that home belonged to a man by the name of Paul Hill, which is related to Fred Hill, which is related to Andy B. Okay. Which are the neighbors of Summer Wells. Okay. You got Fred Hill living around the corner. You got Andy B and Jody Sue Brown living across the street. So there's some connection there. I don't care what people say. I don't think it takes a brain surgeon to realize that Paul Hill is connected to Ben Hill Road through family members. I think that's pretty obvious, right? So we don't gotta, is there a connection? We know there's a connection, people. We know there's a connection. So, which we've been talking about it, and we've been trying to figure out who leaked this information to the police. And, a lot of people had a lot of different theories. My first thing was maybe Ziggy and Fred released this to the police. Okay, I'm back. I disappeared like a magic trick right there for a second. Okay, so we've seen that, my first thought was maybe Ziggy was the one talking. Okay, thank you for dealing with me. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my internet services kind of going in and out today. I don't know what the hell is going on, but we'll just jump right back on track. Thank you guys for being patient. And we were talking about basically Paul Hill, his connection to Ben Hill Road, which he's a family member. And then, of course, we have a creator come out and put out a screenshot of what appears to be from the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department. Now, I'm going to share this with you so you can know where all this confusion is coming from in this whole case here. Let me blow this up. Let me hide this. All right, let's jump over to it. And this is what we have. It says, below is the last email you sent to Sheriff Lawson. I'm Detective Pruitt, and the sheriff's asked me to follow up with you concerning Fred Hill. Mr. Hill has been investigated extensively, and with the timeline that he been placed together of his activities during the time period in question, he has been ruled out as a person of interest. This includes any videos and or recordings that he has made. We greatly appreciate your interest in the case and the time that you are investing in it. But Fred Hill isn't who or where you should devote your time to. Thank you, Detective Pruitt. Now, give them internet people. Get them internet people out to the house. I would never imagine I would want Cox Cable back. Choo choo. Yes, it only does it. It only acts up when I go live. Okay. It only acts up when I go live. Any other time, the internet works absolutely great. Fred's sister and 6up put this BS out. Yes. Now listen, the police, they can say anything. Let me explain this first. I believe this to be completely fake. 100% fake as shit. All right. But here's the thing. Even if it wasn't fake, the police can tell you anything. They can tell you anything. They can say anything to you. They do not have to tell you the truth at all. That when you go in and be interrogated by the police can lie and say, hey, we got 30 people that say you did it. They're going to testify against you in court. You might as well confess right now. And then somebody confesses to a crime and nobody even seen you do the crime. Okay. The police lie to suspects every day. Oh, we're not going to arrest you. We just need the information. We're just trying to clear this up. And then as soon as you say it, your ass goes to jail. There have been people cleared by the police and then later on indicted, charged, and sent to prison for the rest of their life. So the police do not have to be truthful with any of us. And first off, the police are not going to tell you anything. Now, how many times have we seen YouTubers come up here and say, well, the police told me this? And Dolly calls bullshit on it every time, right? The police don't tell you shit. Most of you guys, my channel is 4 times, 5 times bigger than your channel. And you know what the police tell me? Nothing. Because I ain't the police. I ain't in law enforcement. They'll be like, man, get the hell out my face, you goofy looking bitch, right? They're not going to tell you nothing. You're not law enforcement. You're not a private investigator. These private investigators are fake as shit. Okay. Your Stephen Fishers, your damn Jensens and all these, you can't believe nothing these people say. The police ain't telling them shit. If you ain't the FBI, you ain't the TBI, or you ain't Hawkins County, they ain't telling you shit. Okay? Facts. I don't care if you had 37 emails and they were written out by damn Jesus Christ himself, signed by God. It is fake. It is fake as shit. There won't be a chance in hell that I ever believe this. You know why? Because I've dealt with too many police. Now, will police slip shit to you? They may give you a tip. Like if you standing outside with them talking to them, they might give you like a little like, hey, I don't know. But they ain't doing this. They're not sending information to random people on the internet to clear them, right? That ain't happening. And now Ziggy, to fall for this, oh my God. So listen, so people today, they've been trying to clear it up, right? They've been trying to clear it up. So they've been calling down to Hawkins County. They've been calling down. And this is from Crime Lies and Lies. I'm going to play her video. Brooks, good job on this today. Brooks, by the way, this is Brooks calling Hawkins County. And listen, the police say it's a scam. Multiple people have called down there and they're saying Pruitt never sent these emails, that this is 100% a damn scam.
1. For Central Dispatch, call 423-272-7121. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now. For administration, press 1. For the jail, press 2. For visitation or commissary, press 3. I'm sorry, that number is not valid. Thank you for calling. Sheriff's Office.
Hi, my name is Brooks. Hold on one second. I'm sorry.
My name is Brooke.
My friend Ange is on the phone. She's from East Tennessee. It's about the Summer Wells case. I'm sure you knew that's what it's about. There's
Thank
an
you,
email
Tamara.
floating around saying that Fred Hill is no longer a suspect, and they're saying that this is from Detective Pruitt. Can that be authenticated? Because the TBI says they know nothing about him not being a suspect.
I have not heard anything to that effect. I think that's a fake news.
Okay.
You think it's a fake email?
Fake news.
Yes.
Yeah, she's well, you know who it is? It's that woman that's kind of cuckoo that married Fred Hill.
Unless it comes from the TBI or the Sheriff's Office, it has no validity.
Well, she's got an email that she's saying from Detective Pruitt to her, and she's stating those facts, but she's not showing, you know, the from and to.
It is fake news.
Okay, thank you so much for your help.
Thank you. Happy
Have a good
Thanksgiving.
day.
Okay. I mean, you heard the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office say that it is fake news. Now, why would they go out and clear people but not do a press conference? Why would they tell somebody that has nothing to do with law enforcement anything to do with an active investigation? This investigation is active, okay? It's not a cold case. It's not been put on a shelf. It is active. They're investigating it right now as we speak. FBI, TBI in Hawkins County, they just raided a house this week, okay? So they're just going to voluntarily give these people information. Now, somebody passed along to Ziggy that I told her she could come up here and speak. And Ziggy replied by saying, people are not going to make money off of her and Fred Hill, right? Now, here's the thing, Ziggy. The invitation's always open to come up here and clear your name. Now, you know, you done ran with some troll shit because you believe anything you've been told. And I'll tell you what, I will turn off the super chats, or I'll give you the super chats. Whatever super chat it, you can have it. This case ain't about money to me. It's about getting the facts out, right? Why are you so concerned? Why was on day one was you running interference on the Paul? Why all of a sudden by day two you're putting in tips to lead the FBI in a different direction than they're going? Because it kind of sounds like a little bit of interference being ran. Now, I could be wrong. That's why I opened a channel for debate. Okay, that's why I opened the channel for debate. That's why I said you're more than welcome to come up here and explain this. Bring Fred with you, because every minute that you talk for Fred, he looks more guilty of something he may not even have done. Because listen, as a man, we got this thing in the man world, and some of y'all might not know about man law, but it's called manning up. Okay, anybody ever heard that saying? Time to man up. You don't let your girl talk for you. When I got something to say, do I send PJ up here to say it for me? Oh, hell no. I come because it's from me. Man shit, man law. Okay, hold on. I'm getting messages. All right. So I'm not trying to make no money off you or Fred Hill. Fred Hill was not even on my radar. Okay. I'm more concerned about Don and Candace Wells, their history and who they were involved with. But I do know they were involved with Fred Hill. That's the only reason I would give them a platform to speak, because I would like to know what's going on in that holler before Summer Wells went missing. There's still some, look, I look at true crime like this, guys. Like, it's a big puzzle, a 500-piece puzzle. Sometimes it could be 2,500 pieces. It all depends on the case. Every piece of that puzzle that you can put together, the picture becomes a little bit more clear. And when that picture becomes a little bit more clear, it's a little easier to put the other pieces of the puzzle together. Simple as that. Simple as that. So, you know, I heard her get all up. Oh, they're trying to make money and people telling her Dolly's out just to make money off of Fred. I'll give the money to Fred. Okay. I don't need your money. I do perfectly fine. Okay. I sell Dolly soaps, lotions, body washes, t-shirts, hats, you name it. I'm like the Walmart of YouTube. Okay. I do perfectly fine. Look, my lights are on. And I will give Fred the money, you the money. I'll give the damn money to charity. We'll give it to the Animal Society. If you want to come up tonight, because I love animals. Okay, I got my little Chihuahua. I got my little French Bulldog. We'll donate the money right to damn, or we'll send it to the lost and missing and exploited children. We'll give that shit right to John Walsh. No, if he needs it, but we'll give it to him. Yeah, right? You name the charity, and we'll give it to that charity. So not only can we have a talk, maybe clear up some of these things, but we can help some people. I tell you what, you come on tonight, whatever the show makes, we'll leave the super chats up. I will buy families Thanksgiving dinner with that money. For every family that wrote me a letter, we done bought 15 families Thanksgiving. Okay, 15 facts. You can ask the people in the chat that got Thanksgiving dinners delivered from us. This ain't no scam. I don't see anybody else out here doing shit like this. So when people run over there and say, well, Dolly's trying to make money. I do make money off my soaps, my lotions, my body washes, my t-shirts, my hats, my hoodies, those things. AdSense on YouTube, you don't make no damn money. Okay. So like I said, I will donate the money. We can buy families Thanksgiving dinner, however you want it. Don't use no excuses to not want to man up and have a chat. Listen, 3 years ago, I came onto your channel. I think we did, we played like Trivia Pursuit or something. That's weird because I don't never do that. I don't never do that. I don't know what I was smoking then. I didn't even remember it. PJ told me, she said, you know, you went on her channel, right? And I was like, huh? And, but these days I don't smoke, but I didn't remember that at all. But I went back and watched some of it and we were doing trivia and it seemed like we got along pretty good. So I don't know why you'd be like, you know, I'm trying to make money off of you or something like that. Fred, listen, I'm going to be dead honest with you, Ziggy. Fred Hill is not on my radar. But when people start screaming about wanting to be cleared, it puts a little bad taste in my mouth. Because listen, have you ever heard me say, I want to be cleared? Donate the money for missing kids. The stream can donate directly. Look at my DMs. Okay, we can do that. We can donate the money to missing kids. We can buy people turkeys. You name it. Okay, you can call me a turkey. I don't care. I don't want a penny from you. I don't need to make a penny. It ain't even that. So, you know, come on up tonight, 10:30. You're more than welcome. Don't be scared, homie. Okay, I'm not going to be mean to you. I'm not going to be combative with you. I just have questions like everybody else. And I think the best way to clear stuff up is complete transparency with the people. Okay, just complete transparency. You know, I tell people not to donate. Don't donate. Okay, don't do it. Or, like I said, we can buy turkeys. We could give it to missing kids, exploited children. We can give it to the animal shelter. Me, myself, I prefer animal shelter, but, you know, because I think there's a lot of people that give to missing kids and not as many people give to animal shelters. And if we can keep a little doggy alive a couple extra days, I think that would be great, you know, but that's just me. So, I was willing to come to your channel, and I don't know, I didn't go, hey, I don't want you to make money off of me. I didn't do that, did I? Was it monetized when I came up there? I don't know. I didn't even care. Reverend Donna and Sweetie Pie posted it too. They should have so soon. Looks bad. Listen, we've had people call there. They say it's a hoax. Okay. Ziggy wants to believe it. Of course. Listen, Ziggy. Listen, if I married Candace Wells, I would want to think Candace Wells was innocent too. All right. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that. But let's just say I married Jody Sue Brown one day. Maybe I hit my head on a rock and married Jody Sue Brown. And I wouldn't want I would want Jody Sue Brown cleared, right? That just, oh God, I don't even know if I can, how did I even say that with a straight face? Can you imagine Jody Sue Brown, the wedding, and she'd be like, oh, I do, right? Like, the preacher be like, you what? You can't understand shit that lady says, right? I had to bring a translator to the wedding, be like, listen, do you speak drunk, peeled up, right? And they'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, all right. And I'd be like, what'd she say? She'd be like, she said, I do. Okay. So to be like that, you the one that chose the dude on the hill. And then you're like, oh, they wish they got the attention Fred Hill gets. Ziggy, get the hell out of here. Ziggy, I got like 20 million views on this channel. Between the two channels, there's over 100,000 subscribers, millions and millions of views, right? Like I do this every day, right? I get plenty of attention, right? But I wish I got the attention Fred. Let me tell you, honestly, Zigster, whatever you want me to call you, I don't want that type of attention. That's bad attention, right? And I'm giving him the platform where a lot of people watch here. If you look at the Summer Wells videos, a lot of people watch for information right here on Summer Wells because they know we're going to give it to them straight up, honest. We're going to get down to the bottom of it, and we're going to continue to fight for Summer Wells. And they know that here, right? They know the reason I'm here is because of Summer Wells. So if he holds even just the slightest little bit of information, that information needs to come to light. Like I said, it may just be, he may hold one piece of this puzzle that I'm missing that'll make it a little easier for me down the road. And if he hasn't done anything, y'all have nothing to worry about. Okay, if you're innocent and you ain't done shit, why are you worried about what people say? Listen, I don't never want to be cleared because I have never broke a law. You don't hear Dolly screaming, hey, clear me of this, clear me of that. No, because I ain't did shit. I don't have to explain shit because I ain't did shit. I don't worry about stuff like that because I ain't doing it. It's not a big deal. Okay, Zigster. But, I gave you the opportunity to interview me. I think it's fair that you return the favor. Okay, after I question you and your old man, we will play some Trivia Pursuit and see, who's better 3 years later. And so on, right? But I can get you're upset that, these fake things are coming out. And for the people that are putting out this fake information without verifying it, it's not good. And let me explain this to you about this misinformation. This has been my biggest problem with the Summer Wells case from the very beginning. When I came into this, there was already chaos. So you can't blame Dolly for ever creating chaos in this case, because I've never done that. I've never created one drop of chaos in the Summer Wells case. I've always been respectful to everybody. When I went up to the hill, I was respectful to Don and Candace. Even when I talked to Jody Sue Brown, I'm respectful to her, even though she's nutty as hell. But when I talk to her, I'm respectful to her. Now, my opinion is a little bit different, right? But when I speak with people, I treat everybody with a level of respect. So if you come on this channel, I'm going to treat, even if I thought Fred Hill was guilty, I'm going to treat him with a level of respect. Just like when Don Wells came on the channel, you remember I had to ban Don Wells. Like, he's the only person to ever really get booted from the channel like that, because he was he's being pretty vulgar and pissing. I didn't like that whatsoever. It's just, I was just like, yo, dude, I don't want to talk to you that bad. You know, I don't want to talk to you that bad. I'm doing you a favor by giving you a platform this large for you to try to clear your name and, you know, explain some of these things that you're being accused of. And you're going to get up here on my channel and disrespect me when I'm treating you with the utmost respect, pissing and doing things like that. I don't play that stuff. Okay. I don't play that stuff. It is gross. Okay. It's just something you don't do, right? We try to keep this classy over here and not trashy. And by anybody that's watched, you should know that there's not a whole ton of foul language over here. There ain't a whole lot of F you this, F you that, this person, you know, we don't bash for cash around here. It ain't something that we do. Now we joke and play. Okay. We have some fun every now and then here, but we're not a hateful channel, and we don't plan on being hateful to you. And if listen, if you're so confident and Fred's so confident, y'all ain't got nothing to do with it, then why even worry about it? Right? Why even worry about what people are saying? But it seems like y'all are pressed. And when you do stuff like that, and it makes it appear that you're guilty of something you may not even have done. But like I said, when I came into this case, there was already chaos. There was already misinformation. There was already people taking money. There was already people pushing false narratives. There was already people out here lying. There was already out here people grifting the hell off of Summer Wells. There was already people out here putting billboards and taking the money and never coming back to YouTube. That's what I walked into. When I walked into true crime, I thought true crime, when I seen all these people, I thought a lot of people really cared. And I was thinking, well, man, I want to be a part of that community because these people, they want to make a difference in the world. But then when I got here, I realized, hold up, wait a minute. This ain't what I signed up for, right? And no, it was straight chaos, circus, madhouse, people only caring about themselves, egos, and people really trying to make money and didn't give a shit about kids. People that ain't even parents, right? And I didn't know that coming in. I came into this shit so green, so stupid that it almost amazes myself. But listen, you look back over the 4.5, 5 years, I have grown leaps and bounds. Like, not only did I run past a lot of you guys, but I looped you like 5 times, right? And I am the greatest YouTube sleuth in the world right now, okay? The best to ever do it. God couldn't pick many. He couldn't pick many, right? But he chose Dolly. He said, Dolly, you the greatest, okay? You got to be the one to carry the torch for the true crime community. And I said, look, my arm is tired. I don't want to carry the torch. But then he was like, look, we ain't got no options, okay? They ain't even a close runner-up. It's either you or Monkey Boy, and he's busy putting on his makeup. And I was like, okay, God, I got you. I got you. This time, just because I don't want to mess up that man's makeup, I'm going to carry the torch for the true crime community, okay? And here we are. Here we are. Right here we are today. I'm still the same idiot that I was 5 years ago, but I'm not letting all this misinformation get out here and me not say nothing. 4 years ago, when I called out misinformation, nobody believed me. They thought I was being mean and I was jealous of people and this and this and this. Okay. Now you guys know that ain't the case. Now it's about not letting this stuff get out of control. Okay. It's about not letting it get out of control, and quickly it will. And the bad thing about this is people will start to believe things. Like I said, when I came in, I didn't know what was real and what was fake. So I had to weed out all the misinformation, the bad information, who the bad players were, and all these things, right? Because the water was so muddy. It was so muddy. And it still is muddy. It's still a little muddy. But I would rather see this war to clear up and more people work together in common ground and check the information a little bit before you run with it. Now, listen, we're all YouTubers. We don't have a whole team of people constantly fact checking everything. But I think a lot of this can be done with Chatty Jen says, hopping on the express. Don't let me be the caboose. You are definitely not the caboose. You get a good seat, okay? You better buckle up. Anytime we talk about the Summer Wells stuff, it could get a little bumpy. You know, the misinformation out there. And a lot of these bad players have kind of went away. A lot of the chaos, Jenna says, because we get the truth on this channel. A lot of the bad players in this that really didn't care have kind of went away, right? And you got to remember, when the story was really big, everybody was talking about it. But as those views died down, and listen, if you make $100 on YouTube, like $100 to me ain't much, right? But some people need that $100. They really do. They really need it. And I get that, you know, you're doing these stories, and these channels are like little tiny channels, and they may need that little bit of extra money, especially around the holidays, right? Especially around the holidays, everybody, this is the clickbait season. Okay, this is the clickbait season because people got to buy Christmas presents. They got to, you know, they got to feed the family. They got to do it. So everybody, I know everybody needs a little extra cash, right? So I'm not going to be mad at you, right? Because everybody can use a buck or two. It's just like you know, the dude that walks around and is like, you got $1, right? Damon Darling. Everybody needs $1 every now and then. So I'm not kicking your hustle, right? I'm not kicking your hustle. But remember, we're dealing with a missing kid. And every bit of fake information, as soon as somebody takes it in, they start to believe it, right? And then when you put this fake information out, there's going to be people like me that come out here and say, that's bullshit. Okay, that is bullshit. That's a lie. And now you have YouTube creators saying it's not a lie. Fred Hill is cleared. Then you got YouTube creators that are going to start fighting over their disagreements, right? That's what's going to happen. So when you put out this fake information, you create a rift in the YouTube true crime community, because some people are going to believe you and some people ain't. Some people will believe anything, right? Now, have I ever put out wrong information? Probably so. But if I realize it's wrong, I try to correct that information quick as possible. Okay, quick as possible. Oh, I was wrong. I should have, you know, I should have had PJ look into it a little bit before I ran with it, right? So you gotta, with great power, because you have a voice here on YouTube. You beautiful people have given me a voice, right? So that voice is like a power. People believe it. I can come up here and say something right now that's totally wrong, and y'all have enough trust in me and enough faith in me that y'all will believe it. You'll be like, Dolly said it. He wouldn't lie to me. And then you go run and tell it, and it'd be total bullshit. And I wouldn't purposely lie to you. I wouldn't intentionally come up here and lie to you. I'm human. People get things wrong. But if you take responsibility for that as an adult, right? Somewhere along the line, I grew up, and you take responsibilities for when you do mess up, and you say, listen, guys, I didn't mean to, but I was wrong about that. There's been times I come up here and say, hey, look, I was wrong. And it happens. I apologize to you guys. So don't just run with everything. Don't just run with everything. You got to do some level of fact checking, right? Just some level of fact checking out here to make sure everything's correctly. Now, when like some of these things I know because they're common sense. And let's believe it or not, common sense is not so common anymore. Thank you, Short Legs. Welcome to the Blessed Express. You know, there's some people out here that think I'm a shapeshifter. Okay. That I kidnap children. I ain't even lying. You can't even make this up, right? Some people, and there's people that believe this. There's people that watch this lady that thinks I'm a shapeshifter. And I'm like, I'm definitely not the Anunnaki. Okay. I'm definitely not an alien, right? I'm definitely not a shapeshifter. I don't kidnap kids. I'm a father. Okay. Trust me, if you spent all the money I spent on Tiffany, you wouldn't be a kidnapper. You'd be like, hell no, these kids are too expensive. I ain't doing it. I spend money on Ava, Tiffany. I couldn't kidnap a kid if I wanted to. Financially, I couldn't afford it. Okay. So I ain't kidnapping no kids. I'm not, I'm the same idiot that I was 5 years up here, right? But my passion is truly true crime. And my whole world evolves around true crime. But what I'm saying is people will believe anything. And if you believe I'm a shapeshifter out there, trust me, I will give you the first $20 to pay for your psychiatrist. Okay. You send me the bill. The first $20 is on me. If you go to a psychiatrist and you like, I think Dolly's a shapeshifter, I'm paying the first 20 for your visit. Okay. That's about all I can do. Right. Because there's a few of you and I'm figuring 20, 40, 60, 80. I ain't got a lot. Right. But I will pay your first $20 to see a psychiatrist. So in this, we did have people out here that I believe were taking money to run interference and lie and do things like that. And in the beginning of me coming into the Summer Wells case, I felt like I was fighting an uphill battle with people, right? Because I'm the newer person. I'm saying things about people and they're just like, oh, you're jealous of these people, or you're mad at these people, or you're trying to get their viewers, or you're trying to steal their No, I'm trying to get to the bottom of a missing kid case, right? I try to tell people my biggest views that I've ever done off YouTube were never had anything to do with missing kids. Matter of fact, the missing kid cases are actually smaller views than what I was doing before. Okay. Because I was making videos on entertainers and Corey Feldman and damn Jim Carrey and Tekashi 6ix9ine, and these videos were doing hundreds of thousands of views. Even my Jim Carrey video did 1 million views in 3 days. I've never done that in true crime, right? So I actually went to a smaller, what's the word, niche on YouTube. True crime is a smaller niche than entertainment, because I just covered entertainment before true crime. But what good I always looked at it like, what good does it do anything good for the world? Does it do anything to help? No, it don't. It absolutely don't. Right. And I thought true crime made a difference in lives and help people. And I was like, this is what I want to be a part of. And that's why I said, F all that other stuff. Let me come over here where I can make a difference. And that's why I chose this. To make a difference in lives and help these kids. So I'm not giving up on Summer, right? As long as I'm here, I will continue to fight on YouTube for Summer Wells, and I just want answers just like each and every one of you. So I know you guys are here for the same purposes, that y'all want to find these missing kids and bring justice to the criminals that have done things. Now, I have leaned a lot more towards enjoying the justice end of it, right? I just like it. It's the only good feeling I get here, because true crime is a sad ass topic to talk about. We never have good news. It's always something terrible about a child dying or being SA'd or something terrible happening. But when these people go to jail, that is the only good news we get. And I think that's why I enjoy that aspect of it, because it's the only really good I get from this channel, is when, like, we seen Leilani Simon go to jail, or we seen Megan Boswell go to jail, Adam Montgomery go to jail, Cody Bixby's daddy go to jail, and like soon we'll see the Buzzard lady, Ashley Buzzard, go to jail, right? It's the only joy I really get, okay, is when these monsters, or your Brian Kohlbergers, or your, right now, we're dealing with Stacey Wandra. You know, I'm going to fly to Fruitland, Idaho to watch this dude when he gets sentenced and goes to prison. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there because that's the enjoyment I get from that. That is my reward, how I look at it, for the work that I do here on YouTube. I get to watch these people go to prison. And let me tell you this, I enjoy every minute of it. Okay. I'd rather go watch Stacey Wandra go to prison than I would if you were like, Dolly, we'll give you a ticket to the Super Bowl. Do you want to go to Hawaii or do you want to go watch Stacey Wandra go to prison? And I'm going to pick Stacey Wandra go to prison every time. And then I go to Hawaii. But I'm going to watch this dude rot. And I'm going to get every bit of joy out of it. Like, I like to taste his tears, just to be dead honest, right? Like South Park, I'd be like, I just want to lick your face when your tear rolls out your eye, right? Because I'm there for them tears. And they always cry. They always do. They always. I just wait for it. I'm just waiting patiently. Like, just waiting for that tear to come. And you know, the bad thing is that it's never for the person they hurt. It's always for themselves. But I'm still there for that tear. And I know it's coming. I'm just waiting on it. You know, some of them people are a little tougher than the others. But that tear will come. Stacey, he'll cry. I know he will. He'll cry. He acts like a big fat tough tub of lard. But when push comes to shove, the tears will come. They will come. And listen, just don't run with anything out here. You know, and I know there's a lot of people debating, is this stuff real? Okay. Is this stuff real? Is these people cleared? If you didn't do it, you're already cleared. Okay. Let me tell you, the police don't have to clear you. If you didn't do it, right? PJ wrote me, she said, gross. Don't you dare lick tears. Okay. Don't you dare. It's a metaphor, right? Did you ever watch South Park? You don't watch South Park? The taste your tears thing? Okay. It's fear. It's adrenochrome. It's adrenochrome. PJ wrote, gross. Don't you dare lick no tears. It's just a metaphor. I'm not going to really taste a man's tears. I was just joking about that, right? Okay. But I do enjoy seeing them cry. All right. I do enjoy seeing them cry. Now where was I at before that? Oh, listen, I'm going to clear a bunch of people. Dolly is. All right. And then you can run around and say you cleared because Dolly cleared you. If you didn't do nothing in the Summer Wells case, you cleared. Okay. Seem fair? You didn't do it. Dolly cleared you. If you did do it, your ass is going to prison. We're going to figure it out. We're going to put the puzzle together. We are going to get justice for Summer Wells. It may take a day. It may take a year. It may take 5 years, but your time is coming. Okay. Your time is coming. You hurt this little girl. You did something to this little girl. Your ass is going to prison. Okay. And then you're going to burn in hell for the rest of eternity, but it's coming. Okay. So whoever did what, you ain't getting away with it. You ain't getting away with it. I know that. Okay. I'm confident enough to say that. But if you didn't have nothing to do with it right now, Dolly's clearing you. Now, Ziggy, you can get up there and say, Dolly cleared us if y'all didn't have nothing to do with it. But if you did, right, and you sleeping with the enemy, ain't that a movie, Sleeping with the Enemy? We're going to find out. Okay, we're going to find out. The offer still stands for the Zigster, Ziggarama, or whatever other Ziggy names I can come up with between now and 10:30 tonight. You're more than welcome to come up here. I got a game of Trivia Pursuit ready to go, and it's all Summer Wells questions. So you should be able to answer these, right? Bring Fred with you. Fred, don't be scared, homie. In the words of Nate and Nick Diaz, don't be scared, homie. I don't bite. I'm going to be respectful. Hold on, producer's calling. Yes, producer. Friggy? Is that Fred and Ziggy together? They're Friggy? That's weird. Is Ernie still in the chat? Okay, well, I'll give him the link. I'll post it right now. Hold on. All right, bye. Oh, Ernie, I didn't see. I don't always read the chat. Friggy is what the fuck they go by. Friggy. You got to be kidding me, right? You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Friggy, bring your ass tonight, okay? We're going to have a conversation. I think you owe me. If not, I'm sending you the bill for 3 years ago when I came onto your channel, okay? Dolly got to eat, all right? I know you didn't get the bill in the last 3 years. I forgot to send it. But if you don't show up tonight, I am sending that bill, and it's going to be a big one, right? My value has went up over the years. I just want you to know that. Like 3 years ago, it probably would have been $99.99 for me to come on your channel. But now, you know, it's 5 G's. Okay. It's about $5,000 to get me to show up now. Right. That link I posted was for Ernie. Don't everybody jump on my backstage. Okay. But Ernie, if you want to come up, and I missed what you said. So you can fill me in on what's going on. I did. I posted the link here. I posted again. Listen, I don't know if Ziggy's lying because Ziggy didn't come up with the email. This 6 up, 3 down, 2 to the left channel came up with this, right? And just because you put media in the name of your channel doesn't mean you're media. Okay. I just don't believe it, right? If they put it in the name, right? If you got to tell people you media and they can't look at it and see it's a video and tell it's media, I don't know if I can trust that. Okay. I don't know if I can trust it. I heard Ernie is scamming. What is Ernie scamming? Ernie, I believe, has been the closest person to solving this case. I truly do. All right, we got Ernie in the back. What's up, Ernie?
Hey, brother, what's up, man?
Another day in paradise.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, what was you saying that I missed?
Okay, so think about this. Hawkins County, everybody that's been calling there, they only have one dispatcher.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a small area. It's a small little area. They don't need no more than one. If you go to my wall right now, I just posted a private investigator that called them just now. They verified it. It's a hoax. It's a ridiculous hoax, everybody.
Yeah.
If you go to my wall, you can see that, man. One of the videos, you're more welcome to play it. They verify it over and over and over. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I see when Crime Lies and Lies called, they said it was a hoax or a scam.
Yeah. So, and when I called, that was Detective Pruitt in the background. Everybody, so these other YouTubers, I know you want to be the first, but the thing about it is you got to check it twice. Like Dolly will tell you, check it twice before you put it out there, okay?
Yeah, I mean, it's just trying to keep some of the, I know we can't keep all the misinformation out, but keep some of the misinformation out is better than it just being flooded with misinformation, because people that are really trying to sleuth in it, you have to go through all that shit to get to what is real. And if you don't know what's real and what ain't real in the case, it makes it so much harder to figure out what the hell is going on in this.
And Dolly, speaking of sleuthing in it, you can tell there's a lot of digging been going on, buddy.
Even digging. Are you out at the lake? You out at the pond?
I'm out there, brother. Hey, I appreciate everything you do, man. And like you said, you've never gave up hope on Summer Wells. You never will. I know that for a fact. And I do want to give a shout out to the TBI. Thanks for knowing who I am.
All right, Ernie. You be
See you,
good,
brother. See you.
All right, peace. So there you have it, Ernie Shell. More people telling you, hey, it's not legit. The police have confirmed that it's not legit. Now, if they do come out and clear people, that would be great, you know, because it would make it easier for us as an armchair detective, because that's all Dolly is. I don't claim to be nothing more, just an online sleuth, right? It would make us easier if we didn't have to look in to all these people, because there's so many players involved in this, right? And all these people had said different stories or blamed somebody else. Okay. My phone is just blowing up today. And I think that's good though. I'd rather my phone blow up because, you know, of the Summerwells case, but at least I know that people are talking about it. People are interested in it, and people haven't given up. That's important to keep this case alive, because, you know, after this many years, you would think it would be cold, but the internet has given Summerwells so much attention that it hasn't dried up. And to me, that is an absolute great thing. Now, listen, to the people that put out the misinformation, I'm not saying you purposely put out misinformation. Don't come attacking Dolly and making 37 videos on how I'm this and that and all this. I don't think you purposely put out misinformation. I think you should have did a better job of fact checking that information, right? And that's Ernie's channel, Unlock Your Reality. I couldn't think of it when he was up here. When he said go to my channel, I couldn't think of the name of his channel. I remember when it was Lightning Tiger. That was pretty easy to remember, but the Unlocking Your Reality is a little bit different. It don't really have a true crime vibe. Neither does Dolly Vision. Think about that. What the hell does Dolly Vision got to do with anything with true crime? The name, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it's the name of the damn channel. It's always been the name of the channel. It's going to continue to be the name of the channel. It don't really sound true crime-ish though, you know what I'm saying? And that don't really describe Ernie, because, you know, long as I've known Ernie, he's been trying to track down information on missing kids. Now here's the thing, listen. Everybody has a different way of doing things, or how they handle themselves, or what they're going through in life. But I still think that some of these people do have a passion to find Summerwells, even if it don't completely align with the way I do things or the way I handle myself or my life. I think they genuinely do want answers for Summerwells. And I think a lot of these people out here truly do want answers. It's just everybody has a little bit of a different way of getting to those answers. And some people don't belong in true crime. Okay. Some people don't. I just hate to say it. Some people out here do not belong in true crime. I'm not talking about viewers. I'm talking about creators. Like, there's probably better things that you can put your efforts into. And I ain't saying you can't become a better true crime person or a better sleuth or a better, you know, because listen, I've grown over the years. I've gotten better at what I do. And if you look at things, my batting average is high about how often I'm right. It's almost gotten to the point where it's scary. Okay. You can get better, but some people, if you've been doing this for years and you haven't progressed, like none, you may want to go, okay, hey, this might not be for me. Okay. Maybe I need to spend my time crocheting or knitting. Okay. You maybe do better to the world. All right. Why are you chasing me? I'm not chasing you. I don't know what the hell that even means. Mob doesn't belong in true crime. I mean, listen, somebody got to figure out who them lights are. Okay. We're leaving that to the mob crew right there. Let him work on that. Don't bother that man. Okay. He's going to figure out those lights. All right. I don't know. Don't come in here hating on people. That ain't what this is about. And mob, I've got faith in the mob crew that by the end of 10 years from now, we're going to know what is going on with those lights. Okay. And you know, the good thing about it is I don't have to look into the lights because mob is on it. He is on the lights. Okay. If it's a star speck that gleamed off a cosmic ray, he's going to find out. He is going to find out. He's on top of it. He is the light expert on these, right? If I need a map, I'm going to like Gray Hughes, right? I think everybody has their place, right? If I need a forward request, I'm going to Plunder, right? I need a good laugh and a little bit of the realness of what's going on. I would come to Dolly Vision. I think everybody has their place here and they bring something unique to the internet. You just got to know what it is that they bring, right? So if you want seriousness and true crime, I would go to Grizzly, right? You know, you just got to know how to navigate the YouTube streets, okay? And what's real and ain't. Like, you want misinformation? You go to people that put out misinformation. You want snoring? You go to Leslie with Brittany J. I mean, it all depends on what you're looking for out here, right? You know, it all depends. So, look, keep the hope alive for Summer Wells. We're going to get to the bottom of it. The emails are fake. Nobody's been cleared. Everybody's a suspect. Tonight, I'll be back up here 10:30. Y'all let Ziggy know. I'll be waiting for her and Fred that they need to come up. Okay. I'm going to be nice. Tell him I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be respectful. But he may hold a peace. That's it. I don't think, and tell them this. I don't think Fred did it. Okay. I don't think Fred did it. I don't think Fred Hill did it. But Fred Hill does hold information to what was going on in that holler. That's it. That's all I want is what was going on in the holler. I don't want them ratting on people to the most part, you know. I'd like to know how big his operation was. How many people were through there? Is this a big pool of people or is this a smaller pool of people? Would be good to know. All right. All right, guys. Y'all be good. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys tonight at 10. Let Ziggy know what I said. She better, Ziggy. Friggy. Y'all better be here, Friggy. All right. I'm going to be waiting for you. I may be back this afternoon before that. Okay. So y'all might get me a little later before 10. But tonight, Ziggy, 10:30. I want to talk to you and Fred. All right. Be here. Don't make me come looking for you. Peace.